Hello, today I want to make a low-key review of the Williams Allegro IV keyboard. Now, I was pleasantly surprised by this keyboard. Out of all the keyboards that I tested at Guitar Center Hollywood when I was looking for a keyboard controller, which is why I actually wanted to get this, it had the best action out of all the keyboards that I tried there, including Yamaha, Roland, Korg, and that surprised me a little bit. The action is very much piano-like. Now, it's not meant to be a controller. It doesn't have pitch bend, mod wheels, pads, or anything like that. But I was looking for a controller that had a very piano-like action. And I knew that I could find workarounds for it. So what I did was I took this Korg Nano Control and I affixed it to the keyboard here using Velcro. And this is what I use to program my MIDI messages. It's got transfer controls, faders, knobs, and using MainStage in my computer, I can pretty much program them to do anything that I would typically need from a MIDI controller. As far as the sound goes, I'd say it's pretty decent. Here's an example of the piano sound. Here's the bright piano sound. Electric piano 1. Here's the second electric piano. The rock organ sound. The percussion organ sound. The string pad. The synth pad. Technical difficulties. The vibes. The choir. The acoustic bass. quieter than the other ones. The electric bass. Kind of sounds like a banjo. And that's it. That's all the instruments that it comes with. It also has effects, a chorus effect. Let's add a chorus effect to the grand piano. Kind of makes it sound honky tonk. The reverb. I don't really hear any reverb. It's there, it's just very, very subtle. And mod effects, you can change these. Right now it's set to this vibrato thing. Not sure how to choose a different effect, but this isn't particularly useful for me, but could be interesting for something. You can get a split layer. You can get 2 layers. Pressing on 2 instruments at the same time. Here's a piano and organ. It seems like the layers can be combined, whether it's the first or the second rank of instrument types. And you can obviously have both a split layer and a layer on top of you can have split and layer at the same time. You can also record something. Something my son recorded earlier. I believe you can choose different tracks. I'm not sure what track means here. You can transpose. How do you transpose? Oh, that's a G on a C. Let's see. You hold down the tonic of the new key. So if I wanted to transpose to G, I would just press G after pressing the transpose button. If I wanted to go back to C, on C, I just press C. That's actually really convenient. Octave. Not sure what octave is supposed to do here, and it's not really doing anything when I press it. There's a metronome which you can set. There's a basic EQ. That's the highs, reduced and increased. The lows, reduced, increased. Yeah, it's only noticeable, or mostly noticeable, in the bottom. There's a demo button, of course. Okay, that's a pleasant surprise. All right. You can also connect to it for Bluetooth. It does come with an app, and you can control different parameters through the app. The speakers are interesting. I'll talk about that in a moment. You can set this to be a controller, or you can set this to be a piano. An interesting thing about the speakers are that if you set this, you can set this as the audio output of your computer, meaning you can use it as a monitor if you're playing MIDI stuff. You don't need an external, you need to use headphones, and you don't need to use external speakers. You can just use these internal speakers here. This volume knob doesn't it sometimes doesn't seem to control either these speakers or the audio output. I just plug in a little 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch adapter in the headphone jack, and that takes care of that problem sometimes. Then I can control the output with this, I think. Now, generally, I much prefer to use, when I'm performing, I use the output out of the keyboard. It has stereo outputs, 2 pedal inputs, USB, of course, and what else does it have? Let me double check here. Yeah, an aux in. So you could connect something and have it play through these speakers. As a MIDI controller, it's very nice. Again, I tested this with different keyboards and controllers at Guitar Center, and I found this to be the one most to my liking. Right now, it's my main keyboard, believe it or not. So, what other functions does it have? I'm sure it has other functions, but this is generally what I use it for, and it suits me just fine. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope this has been in some way enlightening, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Have a great night.